I want you to think about this. When we wake up, we make a decision to get out of bed or hit the snooze button. We decide what we're going to wear, what we're going to eat for breakfast, and how we're going to spend our time. Each of these choices shape our day and ultimately our lives. However, despite the constant nature of decision making, many of us struggle when it comes to breaking negative habits. And so why is that? And so on today, I want to give you a simple yet powerful strategy for you to take into every decision that you make going forward. Hi, my name is Robert L. Robinson, and I am the author of a powerful habit transformation book called Disruptive Habits: Breaking Free. I help leaders by giving them practical solutions to dismantle negative cycles and adopt habits that enhance their potential for success in all areas of their life. I was looking at a documentary recently on Reed Hastings, and it brought back to my memory the power of making a decision. For those who don't know who Reed Hastings is, let me give you some quick info. Reed Hastings is the co-founder and the executive chairman of the global giant that we now know as Netflix. I grew up in a time where it was something called America Online, and dial-up, it was king. I would get online and wait for a prompt that would say,
"Welcome. You've got mail."
At that time, Blockbuster was how Netflix is today. They ruled the at-home movie entertainment industry. You would go to Blockbuster and rent a movie for yourself or for your family and have a rental period before the late payment was due. And so this is where Reed comes into this story. One day, Reed, just like everyone else, rented a video. In fact, in one of his interviews, he remembers getting hit with a $40 late fee, and it was the catalyst to him thinking of an idea of movies on demand. He went to venture into building a company that competed with Blockbuster's billion-dollar model, and it changed the trajectory and the history of movies as we know it today. Reed, even though he was not sure of what the outcome would be, he trusted his heart, he didn't succumb to fear, and he made a decision. Reed faced the challenge of transitioning Netflix from a DVD rental service to an online streaming platform. It didn't happen overnight. In fact, it took a number of years, different product launches, and in fact, there were many losses that he encountered along the way. But he trusted his heart and he kept pushing. We often confront the fear of failure when trying to change a habit, and it stops us from following through on that decision. Reed risked the entire business model on a new technology that was yet to be proven. He demonstrated overcoming fear is essential for growth. And so in our daily lives, this means embracing the unknown and having the courage to take the first step. You have to understand that knowing that failure is often a stepping stone to your success. And so here's the question. How do I make a decision? Do I make it with my head or do I make it with my heart? Now, I'm the kind of person who believes that when you make a decision, you make it based off of your heart. You can use your brain oftentimes for the math or the logistics. You can use your brain to look at the fine print of the contract. But ultimately, when it comes to making that decision, you always want to check it between your heart and your soul. And so let me give you some practical strategies in order to make a sound decision. Number one, start by clarifying your values and your goals. Identify what truly matters to you, whether it be family, personal growth, integrity, or whatever is your why or passion. Because these core values, they're going to guide your decisions. And so you have to clearly outline your short-term and your long-term goals to provide you with a framework for decision making. Next, I want you to perform what is called a SWOT analysis. Here, I want you to consider your facts, your risks, your benefits, and its association with each option. You have to also engage your emotions by listening to your heart and paying attention to your emotional responses to each option. I want you to literally visualize living with each decision and considering whether it feels uplifting and it's aligned with your values and your goals. And during this assessment, I want you to ask yourself this question. Is it going to benefit me? Is it going to build me up? Is it going to enhance my life? Is it aligned with my most important values? You have to consider the long-term impacts and whether it's going to lead to growth and fulfillment. It is here that it's going to balance your head and your heart by weighing the pros and cons. You have to consider both logical and emotional aspects. And you have to seek choices that align with both your irrational and your emotional instincts. And so once you decide on it, commit fully to it. Trust in your ability to make the right choice and be open to learning from that outcome. Reflect on the impact of your decision and be willing to adjust as needed. You have to use your experience to inform future decisions. By consistently asking if a decision builds you up or it aligns with your values, you empower yourself to make choices to contribute to personal growth and fulfillment. You have to recognize the profound impact of the conscious decision making in your transformation journey. So, how do we overcome these obstacles? I'm glad that you asked. It begins first with recognizing the power of your decisions. Each choice, no matter how small, has the potential to lead us towards a healthier, happier life. By focusing on one decision at a time, we can gradually build positive habits. And so let's commit to making conscious choices to embrace change and to understand that every decision that we make is an opportunity for growth. All of our lives are a series of choices. And so here is what I need you to do. If this has helped you, let me know in the comments what habit you are currently trying to break. There's no habit too big or small that you cannot overcome. If you were like me, maybe your habit was procrastination, or maybe a habit of overcommitting. Maybe it's more practical and you want to lose weight or level up on your job. And so you have to let me know what your goals are, their strength and connection. Before you leave, share this with a friend. And if you don't have my book, I suggest you actually start there. And so go to my website. It's robertlrobinson3.com. Let's stay connected. And so until the next episode, believe in yourself. Follow the blueprint.